Hey Gemini, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Take a deep breath. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. Today is April 5th, 2020. This is for the rest of the month, so through April 30th. And so I've already pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Gemini today? Let's clear all negative, dark, and viral energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light, and so it is for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. One more. Let's see here. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. For the rest of April 2020, Gemini. We're focusing on this full moon coming up on the 7th and the new moon on the 22nd as well for Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay. So first card out for Gemini is the Queen of Wands reversed. The challenge for Gemini is the Three of Cups reversed. Foundation is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Recent past is the Six of Cups reversed. What is crowning for you in your now moment is the Six of Swords reversed. And coming up, Gemini, is the Page of Wands. How do you see yourself? The Ace of Wands reversed. Some frustration there probably. And around you, or how others might see you, is the Four of Cups reversed. And what are the blocks that you need to work on or clear? That's the Ten of Cups reversed. And where do we end up? For Gemini, we have the Star card reversed. What is connected to what's hanging in limbo at the end of the read? And the connection is the Ten of Swords. And then what's hanging in limbo is the Judgment card reversed, which is limbo in itself. And then you will get another card, but you won't see it till the end, and it may be more than one depending on what the next card is. And then I'm going to show you what's at the bottom of the deck as well, the Magician, and then what the story is behind that, so leading into your read. So let's see what's going on for Gemini. And see what's going on here. All right. So we have the King of Wands starting out here in the underlying energy. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which Aries had it in this position as well. Eight of Swords reversed. The Six of Pentacles reversed, and then the next is the Page of Cups upright, the Four of Pentacles reversed, and then the Magician. So the King of Wands is upright, which is great. He's the man of passion, and it can be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is being freed from prison, literally, or from a mental prison, but there's some kind of an imbalance here. Could be some kind of scam that happened here. Any kind of inequity, imbalance, something that's not fair, a debt that need to be paid. But you're out of anxiety here or out of jail, but there's still an imbalance that needs to be corrected. This is some kind of message of love or a child who's being loving, or puppy love. It could be a new child as well. And then there's some kind of letting go here, not holding on so tight, or perhaps putting out a little bit of money even though you don't have a lot, to make magic, right? So even if you don't have a lot, you're going to take what you have and make magic from it. All right, so that could definitely be the King of Wands. So we have the Six of Cups reversed in the recent past, and then the Magician here. And the Six of Cups has to do with a negative past memories that may not be good, or you're dealing with difficult children right now, or the past is coming back to haunt you. But you have the Magician here. So it's like you're challenging yourself. Like, you know, if you're dealing with difficult kids, well, come on, I should be able to deal with this. I'm the adult here, right? So someone challenging themselves to figure out the tools of the trade on how to take care of this. or about the past or past memories. But there could be some manipulation here too about the past, about different perceptions, whether someone's innocent or guilty, right? Innocent until proven guilty. That's coming up here too. So the Queen of Wands is in the middle of the read. So we have the King and Queen of Wands right off the bat. She's reversed, he's upright, and Gemini is seeing themselves as Wands energy as well. But the Ace of Wands reversed, which is frustration, creative blocks, sexual blocks, and inability to conceive or conceptualize a situation, just frustration in general. Blasting off, right? It could be a hot head as well. Just a lot of frustration there. It has to do with recovery here. Recovery from manipulation, perhaps. Exile, injury, illness. Just feeling left out in the cold, but recovering from that. So it doesn't have to be financial here. It can be any kind of practical recovery. The Queen of Wands is reversed, so you don't want to deal with her because she's got a temper, right? She's a fire sign and she's physical. So she's, you know, when fire signs get pissed, they're loud and they're physical, so they could literally fight physically. So she's either mad or tired or sick and tired. Sick and tired, recovering, and the challenge being Three of Cups, which can have to do with negative associations or groups. It can have to do with a third party. It can have to do with social distancing, sick and tired of the situation, gossip, overindulgences, antisocial behavior, no social life, no joy. That's the block here, or the challenge for Gemini. And this, whether this is you or not, but you are equating yourself with air, with fire. So this definitely could be you. And then crowning, you have the Six of Swords, reversed, unable to find peace or peaceful place to go, stuck in your thoughts and emotions, you know, going around and around in your head. And then here coming up is the inspiration here, or a child, a fire sign child, but you may be frustrated with them. All right, so it can be mother and child, and then you have a father over here, and then around you is starting over again in love, or no longer being bored because now you're frustrated, so you're not happy either way. And this is just unhappy family. A block is about unhappy family life. You may have a wound around that, or ending a family cycle or emotional cycle of depression here. All right, so there's depression or loss of hope, a need to heal or follow your dreams. Maybe you don't dream literally, or you just have no dreams. You feel defeated. Maybe you felt betrayed, or the end of pain, ending pain, or a painful ending that happened, which can be a betrayal. And then we have the whole state of emergency thing where you're stuck in limbo, deliberating, or you want someone to eat their words, or either choke on it, or somebody literally choked. Like they choked, they didn't follow through, or they choked on a piece of food. That's possible as well. So we're going to clarify everything. This is the Gilded Tarot. I have the mini Rider Waite, and we have Oracle cards at the end as well for Gemini. So for the Magician, what's going on with that? This flew right out, the King of Swords. So this could be a separate person from the King of Wands. Somebody's looking back, going back, or living in the past, but he's upright in his truth. He's honest in his integrity. And being the Magician, he's got the tools. Maybe to cut through, looking back to get some clarity on a situation. Letting go to repair, maybe he wants to go back and fix things with someone, and has the tools to do it, right? So whatever this bad association was from the past, it's like you, or this King of Swords, wants to fix this, go back and fix that situation. So the foundation is the Five of Pentacles reversed, recovering, having to do with a bold move or travel or a Cancer, and offering love to this person or offering love to the journey. This could be traveling anywhere, a big bold move. It could be moving homes, or it could be traveling, but no one's traveling right now unless you do it by car. And this can be the ascension path. It can be a war path as well, but it's upright, so it's not necessarily negative. There can be some dogs involved. It could be an emergency vehicle as well, recovering from maybe a minor thing that happened with a child or yourself. Maybe somebody fell, or somebody was doing a magic trick and got hurt. So why do we have the Queen of Wands in the middle here? Well, there's the Ten of Cups coming up, and the Knight of Swords. So this is like the happy family or ending an emotional cycle or a family cycle. And here somebody else is rushing in with the truth. Perhaps the long arm of the law I was just getting. I don't usually get that for them. But this could just be a happy family all of a sudden getting some harsh truth. Or literally it could be the police telling them something about a child or their partner that they didn't know about. Or maybe the Queen of Wands did something wrong. All right, there's definitely, so this could be police showing up at your house. Or just being really defensive. Someone like coming in like major with the truth. Or it could be an infection in the family as well. Like someone's paranoid that someone comes in, they're going to infect everybody. So the Six of Cups in the recent past reversed. Why for Gemini? So somebody grieving, loss, regret, something from the past, childhood, children, past life even, right? Some kind of regret, guilt, or shame from the past, or just grieving a loss. Perhaps it could be a miscarriage, or just any kind of ending or loss, a love loss relationship. And here is the Empress. So that definitely could be a child, because she could have been pregnant. Somebody might have lost a child in the past, or somebody denying that that's their child. Or maybe it isn't their child and they just found out. So the Empress knew, but they didn't know. The father didn't know. And then we have the Hierophant too, which could be a religious leader. So this could be a Taurus woman who's with somebody else who's pregnant with a Taurus or a religious person's child. Or got pregnant on purpose and maybe feeling guilty about it. It could be the way a couple got together. I mean, now two Tauruses are together, but they got together because there was a shotgun wedding, not because they fell in love. So that could be a situation as well. The challenge being for the Queen of Wands here, and for Gemini, is the Three of Cups reversed, which is about reaping rewards of unhappiness or unhappy being alone, no satisfaction with self. Even though they're reaping rewards, right? They have what they need. There's no issues, but they're not happy being alone. So you could be stuck alone in this situation right now with no social contact. And that's not good for Gemini, right? Because Gemini loves to communicate. And work may not be going well. You might not be getting along with people at work. So you're not happy overall right now. There's just no joy and no social contact. So crowning for you, Gemini, is the Six of Swords. Why? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which has to do with getting help, someone offering help, perhaps offering money or a job, or going after one, offering to settle up or pay out, or just looking for a job, or looking for someone to share with. How do I get past something, right? Offering to pay back what you owe, or maybe pay back just a little bit. Maybe you owe some money, and then maybe if you just show good faith by paying back just a little bit, it'll be okay. And it doesn't look like the person, if you're paying back somebody, it doesn't look like they're upset about it at all. I think it's more about you worried about it, about owing someone. You don't like that feeling. So it may be a wound that you need to work through. Okay, so then we have the Wounded Warrior. So we have the Wounded Warrior on one side, and we have the Knight of Pentacles on the other. Sharing with people who have less than. So you may find some solace in your own issues right now by giving to others and helping others who need a helping hand. But feeling, but you have you're just in your head. You don't have any peace here. Why do we have the Page of Wands coming up for you, upright? We have the King of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. King of Pentacles could be somebody who's greedy or all about money, or just ungrounded, or losing money, like a lot of other people right now. Perhaps after separation, you could be going through a divorce situation, but this is someone who's healing and forgiving the situation because of the child. So the Page of Wands could be your child together. It could also be the King of Pentacles reversed, upset about losing money, but now healing and forgiving and finding new inspiration to go forward. Okay. So whether the King of Pentacles is someone separate from the King of Wands, the King of Wands was upright, so I don't think he's the same person, but it could be. Or maybe you're divorcing or divorced and now this is a new person in your life. Or that's the old person and the King of Wands is the new person in your life. Okay, so Gemini has the Ace of Wands reversed. Why? All right, we have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Devil reversed. All right, this is about jealousy, envy, rejection, insincerity, someone not able to give or receive love, or detoxing chaos or addictions that you're dealing with. It could be frustration addictions. Jealousy could be an issue. Sex could be an issue right now. Or just creative blocks. But there's definitely detox called for here. And there could be some major jealousy, whether it's you or the other person. All right. So if I say something, you can always turn it around to the other person. It can go one way or the other. Then we have Sagittarius energy too. This is Capricorn and Sag next to each other. So it could be the same person, or you can have both of those in your chart as well. Let's see here. So you have with the Magician, that could be you, Gemini. That can be also Virgo or Aries for me. As far as the majors, we have Aquarius ×2. So Aquarius is really big for you right now. It's really the only other major arcana right here in the main cards. Okay, Gemini and Aquarius. So you have major Taurus over here with the kids or the past relationship here, and that could be parents as well. And then we have Capricorn and Sagittarius here. Anything else coming up? In Cancer's over here. All right, so why do you have the Four of Cups reversed around you? You're no longer bored because now you're frustrated because you can't do what you want. Suffering in silence. For me, this is chronic suffering in silence, whether it's up night with headaches, not sleeping, crying, purging, whatever it is. This is dreams. You could be having nightmares. But this looks really positive. This is like healing and dreaming, and then here's divine timing with the dreams coming true. Perhaps you can't believe it. It's freaking you out. You're seeing it, but you don't believe it. It's like you're dreaming it, and even though you have a lot of strong intuition as well, and you should believe it, but it's like because you've been chronically suffering, you just, now that it's here, you can't believe it. But the Star and the Wheel of Fortune together, this is starting over in love. Big time. It can be your own stardom as well. Dreams come true. Okay? Where it all comes together for you. Why do you have the Ten of Cups reversed, Gemini? Well, we have the World reversed, the world upside down, which is going on for everybody. It's kind of messed up right now. Could be the Seal Divine Feminine in another world. Somebody could be floating in a pool too, or somebody could have been found floating. I hope that's not the case, but it's possible. But this is also children playing, maybe doing something they weren't supposed to do. It could be even something in the past that happened to you. Maybe someone you know lost a child a long time ago. And that could be the past memories that haunt you. But this has to do with children who could be acting up, crazy, or they're sick. Okay, it just could be anything. It could be regular cold. And just that the world is kind of upside down and you're dealing with crazy kids and stuck in a house of unhappy people who are miserable and need a new start, right? You want a new life. Or you need an infusion of money. Maybe you need a loan from the family and they won't give it to you. Or now they're offering. Maybe that before they wouldn't give it to you and now they will. Somebody's offering a little, maybe they're not offering everything you wanted, but they're offering a little something, and maybe now you're not sure you want to accept it. Maybe you're going to sleep on it. You may sleep on it. But your block may have to do with unhappy families. Maybe you don't trust that a family can be happy. So you end up here with the Star card reverse, which is depression, loss of hope, a need to heal, a need to shine your light, a need to get out of your head. This is Aquarius energy, so you could definitely be dealing with Aquarius. This is about seeing synchronicities, options, some kind of orchestration or presentation. All right, seeing the one that you're interested in, like you have all these options, but this is only the only one that you want, or the only one that resonates with you. And here's the Queen of Wands again. Okay, so Queen of Wands, maybe people think that you're crazy because you see things and it makes you depressed. You are in pain, suffering, betrayed, or just went through a very painful ending. Still circling in your mind. And why is the Judgment card reversed? Why is the Judgment card reversed? We have the Knight of Wands reversed. Somebody may have been a player or got played, or somebody had good intent of rushing in passionately but fell short on energy, couldn't do it, or just holding back their desires because they were unsure about making a decision. And now we have the Two of Cups coming in, along with Justice and perhaps a divorce. So this could be people agreeing to disagree, or someone who fell short of expectations before in a romantic relationship now comes together in justice for you guys. And there's Libra and Sagittarius energy here. Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And awakening, or an idea. So what comes next? And then there's a Ten of Pentacles, family. All right, so this could be family, business, legacy, or the country, just losing money in general, or dysfunction around how we spend money, superficial living, as well as dysfunctional family members in general and how to love each other. Or this is just an institution or a family that's losing money or spending or paying out for you to help out. So the next card for you guys would be the Moon, which is all about the feminine kind of shadowy energy, the subconscious energy, and what's going on. And this is coming up because the full moon's coming up on the 7th. It's only 2 days away, so we're in this energy. And so the dogs are starting to howl, and the lobster that looks like a crab actually may be wearing a mask and up in arms at the full moon because of the energies. So we then have the Justice card reversed, which is injustice, or something that you don't feel is fair, or it may just seem like it's not fair because the full moon energies are up. So you really shouldn't make any decisions anyway at the full moon because everybody's kind of freaking out. And then there's the suffering in silence again. This is like Rapunzel in the tower, right? Suffering in silence, and there's the wise bird at her window coming to give her advice. But she's by herself with all of these crazy thoughts, right? Suffering by herself. You may not be living with anyone right now, so you're struggling. And again, defenseless to the energies and attacks, not knowing what to do. And then here comes the King of Swords coming in for you. So for Gemini, why do we have the Justice reversed at the full moon? Why does Gemini have Justice reversed? Because it was upright over here. So now we have, because someone's clinging, they're not allowing the cycle to end. This could be a near-death experience or dark night of the soul. It can be just an ending that's taking forever. Could be a divorce or that kind of thing. But this is insecurities and manipulation going on around that, and that's why it's taking so long to end. Or loss of tools, or doesn't have the tools to deal with the situation. And that's the injustice. Maybe you don't have money to hire a lawyer, or there's something like that. But clarity is here. You've received the information that you need. So why are you then still suffering in silence and feeling defenseless to the attacks? And what about the King of Swords and all this? What is all that? All right, so somebody may be doing some underhanded stuff. This can be lying, cheating, or stealing, or just running away from a situation. Running away from deliberations or making a decision. On the journey. This is like being on the journey and running the other way. Someone not making a decision, not wanting to hang in there for the actual judgment to come. All right, the journey is a struggle, a fight, a conflict, a battle, or just a game. And there may be that sword, that initial sword that was stuck in your heart the first time you got hurt needs to come out. You need to cut through to the chase, cut through the BS. It's been very difficult for you. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Very stable and grounded. So that might be someone who can help you feel better. The King of Swords, why? That can be you, Gemini, as the King of Swords, as the masculine Gemini. All right, we have the Tower. So suddenly the King of Swords coming in, or that's a sudden event, an explosion, an eruption, people getting kicked out of the house, but he's upright, so he's in his truth and integrity. This could be a sudden epiphany about a choice that needs to be made. So yay, you could get a choice, you could actually get a decision here. This is about a secret or the High Priestess, or your psychic abilities, or somebody you're with. There's some kind of sudden epiphany about someone who now chooses a different path, maybe coming towards you, or you them. There's a message of love, and a message in general, a message of love about spreading the word. And that could be to kids too, or it's just very innocent energy, or these could be small messages online, but it's about a message of love and just about spreading the word. And could be with the King of Swords, and then we have the King of Wands again, reversed here. So he was upright over here, but now he's reversed. But the worst is over, and it's time for bliss. All the swords are dropping out of his back. So he just might be really tired of the fight, but now receiving good news. This King of Wands may be sending you these messages of positive news, actually. We have the Two of Pentacles juggling now at the bottom of the deck, so a breakup or a lack of affection, deception, carrying the weight of the world upon your shoulders, and then coming together in joy to perform or do the dance, okay? Get back to work, the daily grind, may actually just make you happy now. Before you were bored, now after this, you think that would be great to go back to the daily grind. And I'm going to pull you oracle cards as well. So I have the energy deck today, okay, and I also have the crystal angel deck. So again, we have Virgo, Gemini, perhaps Aries. There's a young Pisces perhaps here too. We have the King and Queen of Wands. The King of Wands was upright. You can't see him right now because he's underneath that underlying energy. Queen of Wands is reversed. So a lot of fire here, as well as a fire child, the Page of Wands. So that could be an immature younger man as well for you, Aries. Or it could be your child. And so this could be your child and a new guy, or that could be the father. You're definitely in the fire energy, but as an air sign, you have Sagittarius and Capricorn here, and this could be a Capricorn then, this King of Pentacles. And again, like I said, it's just Gemini and Aquarius in the main part of the read, but then you have perhaps Virgo over there, possibly Aries, and then you have Cancer and Aquarius again, you have Libra now, and then the King of Swords here. So stuck in your head, depression, let's see, for Aries, not Aries, for Gemini. Gemini, take a deep breath. Gemini. So maybe an Aries you're dealing with. All right, you got 3 cards here. Man holding a coin. I think it was Aries who got this as well. Or Taurus. I think it was Taurus, actually. So man holding a coin for you. So someone with money, and that can be this King of Pentacles, but he's reversed there. Then we have Door to Spirit. And I think this came out the same way. Those 2 cards, the same cards. You got the same cards, I think, as Taurus. First chakra Archangel Michael's safety and stability, security and stability. 35 is the Wounded Warrior, the Mary Magdalene energy, and that's very masculine there. So it looks like there's a very stable masculine energy coming in for you. He just may have some codependency issues with family, because I'm not seeing any love here. And attachment, yeah, this is exactly what came up, and I shuffled. It's exactly what came up for, it was just the Taurus, but it was more about the Taurus men. Attachment to family, but not because of love, but because of the stability, or the family, not the partner. And it could have been vice versa too, like their partner was attached to their family but not to them. There's like a cross between emotions and stability. Like one gave to the other what the other lacked in family. So that's coming up for you, but more in the masculine energies. And we have the 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel underneath, which is 39. That's the Knight of Cups. We have the 32 of the Journeyman, attachments number 5, which is the Hierophant, that Taurus energy. So again, Taurus coming up. The 4 is the Emperor, 35 is the Wounded Warrior, and then the 43 of the 3 of Cups coming together. That's the Man with a Coin. And then from the Crystal Angels deck for Gemini. So you have a lot of, now the only feminine energy that came up here besides family, which had everybody, is the attachment card. So this could be for the Gemini feminine. You may need to remove your mask. So you may be the one with the mask, not the masculine. The masculine may have attachment or codependency issues about what he's been attached to that he needs to let go of. Okay, and so if you're a Gemini guy, you may have Taurus in your chart as well. Could be for the girl as well. Gemini girl could have, her masculine could be in a Taurus energy. All right, so for the Crystal Angels, this is for Gemini. Gemini, what is Gemini's advice? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Oh, that one came right out. Nice and pink. Okay, Angelite, so angels is big here for you. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So Gemini, you're being called to come together with other people in your community who are, you know, in the spiritual community or religious community, whichever resonates for you, okay? We also have this. We got both pink. Wow. Look at that. High heart, Gemini. Watermelon tourmaline. Stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So make sure to get enough rest and do things to pamper yourself. Find groups that can help you. Definitely if it's spiritual or religious, you can find groups that don't cost anything to hang out with. Even if they don't do exactly the same thing as you, they're still going to be open to you, right? Because they're same of the general mind in that sense. So, and they may help you big time in stress reduction, right? Because being alone only increases the stress, especially if you're going through a lot of crazy dreams and nightmares, that kind of stuff. But very pink. It's all about high heart and compassion for yourself, Gemini, okay? Emerald wants to come out too, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, and anniversaries. So you may be in a separation or divorce and you're dealing with your child's graduation and ceremonies, so you have to deal with that with the other parent. And then the underlying energy is forgiveness, heals, topaz. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness, all right? So whatever anger you need to release, and look at this. You got pink again. So, and the green's really not about you, it's about celebrations, right? So look at that for Gemini. It's all pink. All self-compassion. Okay? Yeah, you need to de-stress. Forgiveness heals, and connect with a spiritual or religious community. So somebody, like in person though, it looks like you need someone physically to touch you or to hold you or to be a friend in person. So you need to reach out to your local spiritual community, even a church who may be able to take you in if you're struggling right now. Okay. So let go, take off the mask. You need to work on anger. There's some anger that needs to come up, perhaps from your childhood or the past life. That's definitely coming up in the recent past. There may have been a magician-type energy who manipulated when you were a child, or when you're taking care of your own children with your ex. So let's see what comes up with you on that. Yeah, I'm going to, just for you, I didn't pull one from Romance Angels for the other guys, but I'm going to pull one for you really quick. Romance Angels for Gemini. Gemini. Okay, you have release your ex. There you go. Time has come to clear your energy and trust. This situation's calling for you to have faith. All right, so you need to reach out to the spiritual community in your local area because you need physical people in your life. And you need to release your ex energies. There's some anger there around your ex or your childhood. So it doesn't have to be an ex-spouse, but it could be your ex-family even. Okay? So make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you drink your water and get your rest. Reach out to someone. Don't stay alone if you are alone right now. Okay? It's more important that you touch somebody. Make sure you get some joy and get some nature. You know, get outside. But definitely reach out to someone maybe that you've never reached out to before in your local community. So you actually have physical people to talk to, not just online. Okay? All right, Gemini, hang in there. Rise and be loved. Take care. Bye.